The NBA Finals are set. We're gonna break it down. Let's go. Alright, James. Season 6, episode 9. It's been kind of a slow season. Looks like we got one more episode after this, so only get to 10. But yeah, just because he decided to go out of town a lot.
Yeah, it's on me.
So yeah, it's on you. But we're here, episode 9. Eastern Conference Finals, Western Conference Finals, all the conference finals is. And so we're going to do 30 seconds of NBA for each of them, and then we'll have a recent rundown in the middle. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got.
Yeah.
Ready to roll?
Yeah.
Give me your...
I think so. Yeah, no, I originally put my notes on my phone, and then I was like, oh wait, I gotta copy them on my notebook.
That sucks.
So.
Alright.
We're doing East first?
Yep, East, go.
The New York Knicks are going to the NBA Finals for the first time since 1999. The New York Knicks. Everyone for the Knicks since Game 3 in the first round has been incredible. Mikal Bridges and Cat in this series especially were amazing to watch, besides, obviously Jalen Brunson. And the Cavs, they just lost all of their motor. They couldn't hit any threes, and the Cavs live off of the three-point shot, especially the in-transition three-point shot. They couldn't do it. Cleveland's got so many problems that they have to address this offseason.
Done! Nice. No, it might have been your cleanest one yet.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so this game obviously started with Game 1. Knowing the Cavs had a huge lead, then they just slowly gave it back. I was about to turn off the TV when it was at that 22, whatever it was, point game. And then, but I was like, let me check my phone first. I looked at my phone for a second, and then it was 15. I was like, all right, okay, I'll leave it on. But if they take any more of a lead, I'm off. And then they kept coming back. And so I got to watch it. But yeah, once that game ended, the series was over.
Yeah, I agree.
I said to myself, there's no way the Cavs come back and win the series, even though it was technically. It would have been a steal for them to win the away game. It was over.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, that game was just kind of disheartening because the way that the Knicks got back into it was so, sad for the Cavs. Because, the Cavs couldn't hit shots, and then it was literally just Jalen Brunson going at James Harden.
Yeah.
Every single possession. And he just walked him down. The fact that Kenny Atkinson, and that's another question in this series, is Kenny Atkinson, how... his coaching ability. I love Kenny Atkinson.
Though.
Yeah, that was so stupid.
Analytically, though, the series is still going.
That's so stupid.
I don't know what Game 5 is, but...
you do not say that when you're down 3-0, bro. And just, in general, his coaching, in my opinion, wasn't great. I think there's so many bodies that the Cavs have that they could have sent at Jalen Brunson, and they continue to just put James Harden on him every time. Every single time down the floor. And then Jalen Brunson would guard, the worst offensive player for the Cavs every time, because... the Knicks know that Jalen Brunson is not a positive defender, right? James Harden is not a positive defender. He also wasn't a positive offensive player in this series, but, usually he is. So, the Kenny Atkinson, the, stubbornness to not throw a different body at Jalen Brunson. And they tried. They threw, Dean Wade one time, but, it was never consistent. It was always, Harden wanted to pick him up at half court, and he can't guard him. I thought Keon Ellis should have gotten more burn in this series. I thought Max Strus should have gotten more burn. He got a good amount of burn, but he should have gotten way more.
He's the guy that can make the threes.
Exactly. And he's also a guy who plays defense, hustles, runs the floor. He kind of does everything for the Cavs, and in a way, after Donovan Mitchell, after Evan Mobley, he was their most consistent offensive player in the playoffs. Yes. So, I think he needed to get more burn. I just think there could have been different things for the Cavs, and I think we should talk about the Cavs first, kind of what we're doing. Do you have anything in this series?
Just talk about the James Harden spectacle throughout the entire playoffs. It's just so interesting because some days he's just the best player on the floor and he's amazing, and Donovan Mitchell's lucky to have him, and they wouldn't be anywhere without him. And some days, we wish Darius Garland was here and he can't hit a shot, he can't play defense, and so it was just he never had a mid game. I felt like it was just either horrible or really good. That's just kind of who James Harden's become, and it was weird because at times, not many players in the league will, play that bad and continue to play, continue to shoot. And so, so it's interesting to, see how that might have caused their downfall, but also, got them there. So it's, a double kind of thing. But I don't know if is he a free agent or is he a player option?
He is a player option. Yeah, he'll probably accept it because he's, at this point, it's I think it's a $40 million player option, so he's not worth that. So yeah, it'd be interesting. That's the thing for the Cavs in the offseason. Like, there's so many different routes you could go, right? Like, the last 2 years, you were the 1 seed last year, right? And you went out in the second round of the Pacers, right? So, and then this round, you go out in a sweep to the Knicks. Like, you have the talent. We've seen that they have the talent.
First 2 rounds, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
It's important to think about.
But it's also, like, Toronto series, that shouldn't have been a 7-game series.
No, absolutely not.
Right? So, like, that shouldn't have even gone 7.
Like,
Detroit,
about how much both teams suck.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, Detroit, for an example, like, I get it, they're the 1 seed, but, like, that one I could maybe see going 7. The Toronto one, no. Like, so there are still some questions, right? But they did win 2 series. I'll give them that. But it'll be interesting. Like, do they want to just keep experimenting with this core? Like, because we added James Harden, and in the regular season they were great, and then they got to the playoffs, and James Harden just kind of, like, he had a couple good games, but besides that, he was just kind of like, he was a non-factor.
Playoff James Harden, bro.
So I don't really know which direction they're going to go, because cap-wise, there's not really much they can do.
Always trade Jared Allen.
And they could trade Jared Allen. That is an option. I'll be interested to see, like, if Jared Allen's name actually is on the market. I'll be interested to see if James Harden's name is on the market whatsoever, because I assume that Donovan Mitchell is probably there still, unless he asks out. And then Evan Mobley, like, he's kind of their young stud that they're still trying to develop, which I don't know when the like, process kind of stops of, like, developing him. Like, I don't know when he's fully developed.
It might be now.
Yeah. So, I don't think Evan Mobley's name comes up in trade talks unless they're interested in, like, Giannis.
How much is Evan Mobley getting paid right now?
He just got off his rookie deal, so he's making the same-ish as Cade, probably.
Shoot, that's not good for them, because he's just, at the end of the day, he's a good NBA player. But he's not going to be the second best player on your team if you want to win a championship.
Yeah, 5-year, $269 million.
God.
He's going to be making $50 million next year.
Yeah, so that's gonna kind of what's killing you. Making more than James Harden and all that. So, like, he's just not, I think at the end of the day, he's just not that good. He's a really good defender. He's solid offensively, but he's not going to be a guy that can bring you to a championship, like a second best player. And I think that's when the Cavs need to realize that, and maybe get off of Jared Allen or get off of James Harden.
Yeah.
And go find a guy who can be a secondary option, to, like, an assistant secondary option to Donovan Mitchell. Kind of what you thought James Harden, you wanted James Harden to be in the playoffs, but he wasn't.
Yeah, right.
And so I think that's kind of the route I would go. Like, just kind of mess with the core a little bit. Don't completely throw it out, but don't keep the whole core. Like, mess with it a little bit, see what you can do, and see if you can make a team that gels enough to make a finals. Because that's at the end of the day. Like, you were close, and you ran into a buzzsaw in the Knicks, right? And we'll get to them in a second. But like, the Cavs had a good playoffs. They were able to fight through a lot of adversity. Both series went to Game 7. So. Yeah, I think it was again, like, all together a successful playoff run, and you can't forget that. And I think the front office will pretty much end up doing nothing because that's what they'll think.
Yeah, but there'll be two, like, Dean Wade is obviously a free agent, and then Keon Ellis I just learned is a free agent, which I didn't realize that. So, like, that's 2 guys that if they want to bring back, I don't know. And they've got Jalen Tyson on a team option, which they'll definitely pick up, and then. They've got a draft pick too, right? Like, still a first round pick. It's a late first round pick, but it's like one from, I think it's the Spurs pick technically. So
yeah,
it's
that's
like
late.
so it's either the second to last or the last. I don't know how they got their pick, but I'm pretty sure.
Who has the Cavs pick?
Oh, I have no clue.
Oh, is it?
I can go check.
Is it? No, the Harden deal was 1-for-1, right?
Let me see.
Was it for
the
the
Hawks
Mitchell?
have it, bro? The Hawks got to get everybody's.
Was it Donovan Mitchell? It might have been Donovan Mitchell trade.
I don't know, but the Hawks have
it.
The Hawks have it at 23. So, but they've got, like, right now it says 29. That obviously I think could change to 30.
Yeah,
if it's the Spurs pick. But
I think it might.
with that, it's such a deep draft class. Like, there's guys that can help you in your rotation. I'll be interested to see, like, what the offseason looks like. I could definitely see them literally just sitting on their hands and not doing anything.
Yeah.
And I could also see them, like, calling Milwaukee and talking to Giannis, right? Like, I don't think that happens. I think the LeBron thing's another interesting, like, I don't think that happens, but I think that's a possibility, right? Like, there's a bunch of different ways the Cavs could go, but if I had to pick one, I'd probably just say they're just going to sit on it, and they might explore James Harden or a Jared Allen trade, but I think Evan Mobley and Donovan Mitchell would stay.
Yeah, they're going to sit on it, and then that's going to be a mistake, and they're going to be the 5 seed next year and go out first round.
Probably.
And then they're going to blow it up. So, the Knicks...
let's talk about the juggernaut, bruh.
I mean, look, I think I talked about this last episode. Like, the Knicks, we see this every playoffs, right? They get in the playoffs and they get on a heater, and no one can beat them. They're not even close, right? You saw it last year, you saw it the year before that, and it always fizzles out. But this year, I was like, okay, is it going to fizzle out? Because the Cavs are a team that will beat you if it does.
Mhm.
And I mean, it got better. It got stronger, right? So they haven't lost a game in like almost 2 months now. It's just crazy to see like the way that they play basketball, and when they are on, like you forget how stacked they are. Like this is, I think, the only team that could have a real shot against the team in the West.
Yeah, I agree.
And so this is gonna be a great finals.
Yeah, I think that's a perfect way you just put it. We forget how stacked they are. Like the starting lineup. I was thinking about this last night when like the Spurs had won, and I was like, I was trying to think like my first like reactions to like what the Spurs versus Knicks is gonna look like, and I'm thinking like,
oh, he's good. Oh, he's good. Oh, he's really good. Oh, he's really good.
The Knicks have like genuinely their starting five, besides OKC, probably when everyone's fully healthy, is probably the best starting five in the league.
Absolutely.
And it's
maybe
like
Pelicans, but like other than that,
all right, bro. Yeah, for sure. But like it's pretty incredible, and especially right now, they're all playing at their peak. Like literally every player is playing the best version of themselves, and that's why they are literally not losing, and they're blowing people out. Like it's not. They blew out the Cavs in games 2, 3, and 4.
Well, analytically, like they beat the Cavs in game 4.
that's true. That's a good point. Yeah.
So like, analytically, it was 2-2. So like, Kenny Atkinson's still probably better for game 5. But yeah,
they already announced he's coming back too. Kenny Atkinson. So. No. But yeah, it has been incredible to watch. Like since game 3, when Mikal Bridges got benched, he has been on one. It feels like he has missed like 5 total shots in the past 2 months. Genuinely. And then like OG Anunoby, like he dealt with a little hamstring thing and like or a quad thing or whatever it was.
Talk about people forget how good he is.
And now he is like probably their third best offensive player, like besides Cat and JB.
All-world defender.
And he's like an all NBA defensive team caliber player. And it's like it's crazy when you realize that just a couple years ago they were with Julius Randle and like JB, and they were trying to make that work. And now they have Cat. Yeah, RJ Barrett, like Emmanuel Quickly, and now they have this core.
Yeah.
And it is awesome. Like, it's so much fun to watch, and especially when they're at their peak. Madison Square Garden is so much fun to watch when they're good. I've been insanely impressed with, like, Mike Brown and the coaching and the way they've put the team together. It's different than any of the teams we've seen, right? Like, they traded for everybody. They didn't draft anybody on their team besides, I think, Mitchell Robinson, right? And Miles McBride, maybe. Did they draft him? Besides that, I don't know.
They drafted him, did they?
Maybe not. That's what I'm saying. Like they traded for everybody and they made swings on everybody. And like when they got Jalen Brunson, no one expected him to be like what he is right now. And then he took a pay cut, and that's how they were able to build the team. They're a team that thrives off of like friendship, pretty much, and they're fun to watch. And I'm very excited to see them take on the Spurs because I do think they are the only team that matches up well in the East, fully healthy, with the Spurs. So
yeah, but Nico Harrison did that.
Had Brunson and Luka.
He is like a legitimate terrorist in Dallas. Like, I forgot. This whole Mitchell Robinson thing has been really weird because like he brings the value, like a great offensive rebounder and stuff, but he just can't shoot free throws. Like, I understand. Like,
whenever he gets the ball down low, people just foul him.
I understand that he's really big and the ball is really small, and I understand that. And it's very short distance to throw it. And so I understand how difficult it is for big men to be able to shoot free throws. But, like, dude, you gotta make like at least half of them. Make them pay when they foul you.
Like, genuinely, he shoots like 22%.
No, it's bad. Like, it's like if they foul him, he'll 5 times in a row, he'll go 3 for 10. And
it's crazy.
Yeah, no one on bat 9. And so they either need to fix that or bench him. Like, all the offensive rebounds that important if he's just gonna hack him as soon as he gets the ball. Like, I think that's something I'm going to be watching because they play him way too much for the staff.
Yeah, I think Game 4 was like a better Mitchell Robinson game because they kind of just used him pick and roll lob. Instead of like using him getting the ball and taking dribbles whatsoever, I don't think he took one dribble in that game. Like they weren't doing like dribble handoffs. Like it was just regular pick and roll, which is different than what Cat does, right? Like Cat will pick and pop, pick and roll. He'll do everything. So yeah, if they do that, there's a chance. But then like in the finals when you have Wemby in the paint.
Should not be named down low.
So, like, you can't really throw lobs. So, we'll see.
Can't throw anything in the lane.
I don't know. It's just cool to see the Knicks be good again. And especially a team that is so, like, entertaining to watch and that you enjoy for the players on that team. Like, everyone on that team is a player that you can root for, right? Like, Jalen Brunson is a guy you can root for. Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, Cat, like, Josh Hart. Like, everyone on that team is an easy player to root for, and that's why they're such a fun team, and that's why I'm so excited that they're in the finals against another team that's easy to root for.
When was the last time we had in like, any of our sports that there was a finals where like the two teams are so easy to root for and like super fun. It's like
Yeah.
it hasn't happened. It's always the Thunder, the Patriots,
The Celtics.
the Celtics,
Yeah.
like the Dodgers, right? And so
That's true.
it's gonna be a lot of fun. Like, it's definitely brought the fresh air because like whoever wins, I'm gonna be happy.
Yeah, it's their first ring for whoever like or the big names. So
Yeah, for sure.
New York will burn down either way, I think.
Yeah, probably.
So we'll see. If they win it, bro.
Yeah, New York that'll be fun.
Yeah.
People, small businesses will make a lot of money. Or bars.
Dude, did I tell you I'll be in New York if there's a game 6?
Actually,
If it's in Madison Square Garden.
you should pull up.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, how much money would you have to pay to get in that game?
Oh my gosh. The last game of the season in Madison Square Garden, bro.
Dude. Nixon 4.
Whew.
It's all good.
All right.
Yeah. It's a long race to run down today, so.
All right. Let's move on to our next segment. Cue music.
The Knicks sweep the Cavs in the Eastern Conference Finals, and they will match up in the finals against the Spurs, who beat the Thunder in 7 games to win the West. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander wins his second straight MVP. Joining him on first team is Luka Doncic, Victor Wembanyama, Nikola Jokic, and Kate Cunningham. All rookie first team: Cooper Flag, Concrete Nipple, DJ Edgecombe, Dylan Harper, and Cedric Howard. No Pelicans, it's crazy. All defensive first team: Wemby, Chet, Holmgren, Asar Thompson, Rudy Gobert, Derek White. Joe Mazzulla wins Coach of the Year. I didn't see them in the playoffs at all, but I don't remember what happened to them. But in the regular season, he was good at coaching. The Pelicans hire Jamal Mosley. He's basically really green, but just a little older. Nothing's gonna change. The Mavs, they fired Jason Kidd, but it's like, is he really the reason they're bad?
No.
If you think back, is he really the reason they're bad? I don't think so. Nico Harrison had something to do with that. The Magic hire Spurs assistant John Sweeney as their head coach. The NBA approves new lottery rules. Now there's 16 teams in the lottery, so now you can win the championship and get the number 1 pick. So yeah, the relegation zone. So the worst 3 teams get worse odds than the 4th to 10th worst teams. And the worst 3 teams get the same odds for the first pick as the play-in teams get. Yes, I'm saying this right. And you cannot get 2 straight number 1 picks or 3 straight top 5 picks. Yeah, that's it. We had a big college basketball transfer. Tunde Yusufu. Again, making this hard on me, guys. From Baylor to St. John's. Aaron Rodgers re-signs with the Steelers. He says this will be his last year. Then he can go off to his retirement home in hell and chill. Aaron Rai wins the PGA Championship. I haven't heard of him either. He wears 2 gloves and wears iron covers, and he won the PGA Championship. That's crazy. Minataka Murakami is going to be out 4 to 6 weeks with a hamstring strain. He has 20 homers so far this year. He's been killing it. And the Mariners call up number 6 prospect in the MLB, Cole Emerson. He hit his first home run in his second career game and is batting .229 in the season. The Astros throw a combined no-hitter versus the Rangers with Tatsuya Imai, Stephen Okert, and Alimber Santa in his MLB debut, finishing off a no-hitter. It's MLB's first no-no since 2024. James, what are your thoughts on the new lottery rules?
Yeah, good question.
I wrote it in and then I was like, shoot, that should be my question to James. So then I just decided I was going to read it and then ask him.
That is a good question. I think I want to see how it plays out, obviously. But, like, first of all, this changes a lot of teams' like trajectory of what they were trying to do. Like,
yeah, so you're mid-rebuild. You're going to completely...
Exactly. That's what's tough, right? Like, the Wizards got really lucky because they had the first pick. But, like, look at the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah.
Like, Brooklyn Nets can't be good. Like, I'm sorry. Like, it is going to be very hard for the Nets to not be one of the worst 3 teams in the NBA next year. Mm-hmm. Right? Like, that is going to be very hard. Same thing with the Kings. So, like...
And the Jazz.
Well, the Jazz might have a chance. They might be a little better, but still.
Bad teams, but yeah.
Still, like, they're still horrible. So I think that part about it, I think the timing could have been better.
You're always going to have teams like that, though.
But yeah, I think it's a good idea, like, in theory. Yeah. I just don't know how it's going to work out, right? Like, I get it. The tanking will be a lot better.
People will not tank as much. He's going to get no tanking.
Yeah, like, people aren't going to tank. People are going to buy at the deadline, which is going to be fun. But yeah, like, we're going to see a Kings team.
Are we going to see, like, mid-playoff teams sell off at the deadline to, like, bad teams? Or, like, yeah, like the 7 seeds sell off to, like...
I'm trying to think of, like, Kings? An example this year. Like, a play-in team this year. Like,
No, the Hawks. The Bulls. Go ahead. Or not the Bulls this year, but Hawks, Heat.
Okay, yeah, let's say like the Heat for an example. Like would a team like the Kings like want to buy on a Tyler Hero to win them some games?
Yeah, like, so that might happen.
Or like you know what I mean? That's crazy.
I think it's gonna change free agency a lot. I think that's gonna be an unintended effect of like these bad teams are gonna have to buy.
Yeah.
And free agency in the offseason. I think that's good for the game. I think at the end of the day, it's not gonna be bad. It's gonna be fine. Like, it's still the odds aren't good in the relegations in it. I like to see it a little higher than maybe the play-in teams.
Yeah.
But I think having teams, it's a fans league, and having teams like trying to play themselves out of the relegation zone in April is going to be super fun to watch.
Yeah, I agree.
It's super fun to follow.
It's like soccer. It's very similar, actually.
And so it's going to be really fun. And I think it's going to make the game more fun to watch. It's going to make the game more enjoyable late in the season. And it's going to kill tanking. So if that's what he wanted, that's what he's going to get.
Yeah, exactly. And I think there will be controversy, right? Like there will be a lot of controversy, but like the lottery, a team in the relegation zone still has a chance to jump up and to get the top pick. Like it's still a chance. It's just not a high of a chance. But we've seen like the Mavs 2 years ago get Cooper Flag when they had like a 2% chance to get the number one pick.
It's going to be difficult for teams to be in the bottom three so often. Like at some point you're going to win more games. Like
that's true. Well, you're the Nets.
Like the Nets still like the last 30 years. I bet they were outside of the top.
Yeah, probably.
At least once, right?
Yeah.
So it's
probably.
like it's not going to happen every year. Like it's going to suck for some of these teams right now. The rebuilds are not impossible. Like it's going to be fine. In 10 years, we're going to look back and say, hey, look, the Kings just won the championship. Everyone's just, chilling. Is a good rule change.
Yeah.
And so it can make all the controversy now, but I think it'll be all right.
Yeah, and I think Adam Silver, like when we look back on it, he's done so many things to just try, at least. Like the All-Star game, for example, he's tried so many different things, right? And it was a little better this year, it was a little better last year. Like it's getting a little better every year.
He's fine in it.
Tanking is another thing. The NBA Cup is another thing. Like we're getting Knicks versus Spurs again,
oh my God, that's funny.
which was an NBA Cup.
That was the finals.
Exactly. So like, there's a bunch of different things that Adam Silver's done. That I think we'll look back on like what he did, and it'll be like, okay, I appreciate how much he tried. Whether some of it worked and some of it didn't, he tried.
When it doesn't work, he's going back and trying again. So it's like
and
he's
it's
not
also
leaving the things that don't work.
Exactly, and that's the thing. Like tanking, people are complaining about it, so let's fix it. Right? Like, you're complaining about it, so we're going to try to fix it. But don't complain about the new rules, even if they're harsh. So, I like that he's doing work. I just got to see how it plays out.
Lottery will change again in 5 years if it doesn't work.
Probably,
I promise you it will. Yeah. It probably will change in 5 years anyway.
Yeah, it'll change a lot just because there'll be controversy every year.
At some point, they're going to bump the bottom three teams to like 8% or like 7%.
Yeah, they'll bump them up higher than play-in teams probably because they'll be
teams, they're going down to like 4.
Yeah. Because, for an example, like the Spurs, like they built their core. Like, think about their 3 best players, honestly, in my opinion.
Spurs, this is like that last thing of the rule where it's like you can't get 3 straight top 5 picks. That's the Spurs rule.
Exactly.
Like literally, they got 3 straight top 5 picks, and now they're in
like their 3 best players, in my opinion, and especially in this series, their 3 best players were Castle, Harper, and Wemby. In this series, it was for sure. So like, the fact that those 3 guys were drafted in the last 3 years is like some teams have to build their core like that. So I think it'll also say like drafting, you have to be way better at drafting. So, like, if you are a really bad team and you fall into that relegation zone, which makes you fall to, like, the 7th pick and you're the worst team in the league, you have to find a guy, right? Like, you have to draft incredibly well. So, it'll be interesting to see. It'll be fun. I think it will add a little bit to the game next year. So,
yeah, it'll be fun.
But I have to see how it works out. So, I don't really have, like, an opinion on it yet. I just got to see, like, how it works.
Yeah. All right. Give me your phone. We're going to do the Western Conference. Maybe the more exciting series.
Dude, I think I had less, though, on this. Is that crazy?
No.
Like, for just this part. Like, I might be done in 15 seconds, because...
Yeah, it's just...
There's a lot more to, like,
It's kind of the same thing happened. It's either the Thunder one and one thing happened, the Spurs one another. All right, go ahead. Go.
Wemby is officially the best player in the world. I will say that again. Wemby is officially the best player in the world. Such a fun up-and-down series. There were a ton of highs and lows from Game 1 to Game 7. I think it lived up to expectations, in my opinion. And let's not sugarcoat it. Like, OKC had a ton of injuries in this series, and during the year, they had bad injury luck. So, like, it might have come back to bite them a little bit. Chet Holmgren was physically unplayable, so, like, he kind of took away from that. And this Spurs team is so easy to root for and will be a fun matchup.
Time! Good stuff. Oh, shoot, wait. I literally did not even... Yeah, I turned it off. Okay, yeah, I clicked it off and then kept going. Alright. This series... Well, when the Thunder went out 3-2, I thought, like, oh, this is over. Like, the way the Thunder, like, manhandled them and those, in like the 3 out of the 4 after the first game one. Like the way the Thunder just manhandled them outside of that one game. Like those 3 wins looked convincing, and I was like, you know what, Thunder are probably gonna go ahead and win the championship. And they didn't. And the Spurs, I don't know if we even I don't know. I didn't really watch much of the series, but like because I was working a lot, which I wanted to watch more of it. But the Spurs when their defense was on, like they were holding Thunder to like 80 points a game.
Yeah.
And it was like at the end
There
of
was
the day,
a game where they scored like 84.
at the end of the day, like you knew by the second quarter who was going to win the game. And I think in Game 7 that was the Spurs. They held them to 100 points.
Yeah.
Like Thunder when they were winning were scoring 120, 130, and when they were losing, scoring 100, 90, 84. So
I'll talk about the Thunder first. I think your MVP. Let's talk about Shea. Was not. I wouldn't say this is like. I would say this is probably his worst playoff series he's ever had on the Thunder. But I wouldn't say it was like necessarily like a horrible series. But I would say that there were still really bad games. But yeah, he didn't hurt you. But like for an example, they were down 20. What was the game that the Spurs won in the middle? Was it game 3 or 4?
It's Game 4.
It was Game 4. Yeah. Okay, Game 4. Yeah, it was Game 4. Yeah. Game 4 that the Spurs won. The Spurs were up by like 19 when the fourth quarter started, and Shea didn't play in the fourth quarter. Like, it's not because of Shea; it's because they emptied their bench. But like, there were so many weird things. Like, we just saw the Knicks come back down 20 in 7 minutes, and like, I thought OKC could have. I thought Mark Daigneault could have coached a little better in this series. Like Mitch Johnson, in my opinion, outcoached him. I think Shea could have been better in moments, and Chet was, like I said, physically unplayable. Like
it's tough though. Like
no, I agree, totally agree, but he's still unplayable. Like Hartenstein was better than him in this entire series. Like they went to Jay Will. Like Jalen Williams yesterday played in the clutch in Game 7. Like he was playing in the last 4 minutes of the game. Like that's usually Chet's spot, and he could not play. Like that is crazy to think about.
Yeah,
like he's supposed to be your second best player.
Yeah, that's the Wemby effect. Like, Wemby is just his big brother, and you can't do anything about it. And Wemby hates Chet, and that just doesn't help anything.
Sure.
And like, Hartenstein is actually not a horrible matchup for Wemby. I think as far as matchups for Wemby go. And I think, what did Wemby have, like 20 yesterday? Like, he was
like 27.
He was killing. I think he was 22, right?
Oh, maybe
22.
Okay.
And he killed them for the most part of the series, and it's like, I don't know, man. The Thunder, they live and die on the 3, and I think at times they weren't falling. Like the threes weren't falling for them, and I think that's when they were getting held to 84. Like I don't know, these guards they were playing really well, but I don't know I don't know what it is because like down low it was tough for them. You know what I mean?
Who, the Thunder?
Thunder, yeah. It's Wemby. So like you had to be able to shoot the lights out.
Yeah,
which they did 3 times.
Yeah, and that's the thing with OKC that we said I said at the beginning was like there are games where they slip because they don't shoot well, right? Because Shea is better when everyone's better when your teammates around you can shoot, and it spaces the floor out, and like Chet is playable and he can pick and roll and pick and pop, and like he's the second best player, and he wasn't that in this series.
He needs to touch the floor,
and you
need to be able to shoot threes.
That's true.
That's the same thing Catson has to do.
Yeah, I don't really. Honestly, like, the Thunder is such a weird team because, like, A.J. Mitchell not playing in Game 5, 6, and 7.
He just kind of lost it.
That's tough. Like, him, like, not being able to play is tough. And then he wasn't really good at the beginning of the series. Yeah, he was out. So, like, but not at the beginning of the series, he really wasn't great either. Yeah. So, and then J-Dub, obviously, like, J-Dub wasn't great in this series at the beginning. I think he was dealing with that injury and then getting ruled out for Game 7. He tried to play in Game 6, and he played, like, 5 minutes or 6 minutes. Like, there's some bad injury luck there, but
the series looks different with J-Dub.
Yeah, probably, but I still do think that the Spurs win because I think it's the way that they guarded the Thunder, and it was so much fun to watch. And like Stephon Castle, I genuinely think was the 3rd best player in this series.
Probably was.
Like he was the best.
You put Shea in a blender.
Yeah, he was the best defender we've seen on Shea in the playoffs for sure. Like because it's a different kind of style. There were things in the regular season where it was like, do you put a like bigger wing on Shea? Do you put a smaller guard, or do you put a guard that is physical?
Well, when you have
like Stephon Castle, who is one of the most physical defenders in the league, and he doesn't foul. Like he is incredibly smart with his fouls, especially like defensively he's really smart, but offensively he had some slips in the series. but they figured out Shea, and that's something that I think next year will be something that Shea has to work into his game. Like how I have to continue to play through contact, because when I'm not getting the calls, it's tough, right? Like, and Stephon Castle played so physical and didn't care whether he got the calls or not. Like he was going to play physical either way. So I was incredibly impressed with Stephon Castle. I was very impressed with the Spurs' defensive like strategy on Shea. And I think it's the best defensive strategy that we've seen, especially the whole year. Like, it happened the whole year. It wasn't just in this series. Like, they owned the Thunder in the regular season, and they owned them in 4 games of this series. So,
like, okay, well, my question to you would be, like, okay, who would guard J-Dub if he was playing?
I mean, we saw it already.
He was playing 35 minutes a game.
We already saw, like,
full health.
we already saw that multiple people guarded him. So, like, I mean,
I feel like
Vassell's a plus defender. Keldon Johnson's big enough to guard him. Like, there's so many different, like, they have so many different wings / guards that are, like, similar sizes.
I think J-Dub would have made a difference last night.
Maybe. He could have taken pressure off of Shea.
It's a 6-point win. So, like...
Well, yeah, but you can't, I mean...
J-Dub would have scored 20. Okay, no.
Yeah,
but, like...
It's not...
I think the offensive lulls that they went through, it's like... J-Dub is there to, like, make shots and, like... Because they were down from the start. Like, they never really did.
They led one time.
Yeah, they tied it back up with like the third.
Yeah.
But like, it was they were kind of stifled the whole time, right? And so J-Dubs can help with that because he's a scorer from everywhere on the floor. He's 3-level scorer that can be really valuable.
Yeah.
When they're putting a guy who's not a great defender, I mean, again, plus defender like Vassell, but like nothing crazy. Like he can.
That's true.
He can cook him. So like, I think that would have been really valuable at least last night. I don't. Still probably go 7, but I think last night would have been.
Yeah, I don't. Like, in Game 6, it wouldn't have mattered, because, like, Spurs were insane in that game, and Shea and Chet both sucked, so, like, it wouldn't have really mattered having J-Dub or not. But, yeah, no, I agree. Like, I mean, that's your $40+ million man next year, so, like, they're all max contracts, so they should all be playing to a level of a max contract. So, yeah, I agree. It would have helped for sure. It would have taken pressure off of Shea, which is what he needed last night.
I mean, he had 35, and...
Yeah, and some of the difficulty on Shea's shots last night was, oh my gosh! Like we saw the MVP I think last night for the first time in this series. Like I didn't see the MVP. I saw Shea and I saw flashes of Shea, but the MVP
I think Shea took it out to
in
another
Game 7
last night.
Yeah, because he had to.
Yeah, it was almost like the rest of these playoffs. He was like playing in regular season mode.
Yeah.
So like trying to go for the ticky-tack fouls, which again part of the game. Like I do not think Shea is like bad for that or like a terrorist for that. But I think he was playing for the fouls. You're not gonna get in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And I think
not in this series.
That's especially not in this series. Yeah. So, especially but he was even struggling beforehand in the playoffs. Like he wasn't having a great playoff run in general.
Yeah.
So it's almost like he was playing regular season basketball in the playoffs, and you gotta be more physical because the other team's more physical. The rest aren't gonna call it as much. You have to take your physicality up, and it felt like he didn't really do that until last night.
Yeah, I would agree. I think one more thing for the Thunder is the Jared McCain and, like, all your guards in the offseason. Like, Jared McCain especially, like, you're obviously bringing him back, or he's coming back. He is what everyone thought he was going to be. Like, genuinely. Like, what we saw in Philly his rookie year until he got hurt halfway through the year. Like, this is who we thought he was going to be. Like, one of the best offensive players in this series. Genuinely. And, like, defensively, he's not great, but, like, he fits the OKC Thunder mold. Like, he can shoot threes, he can guard, like, well, and then, like, he will play physical with you. So, Jared McCain, I think, in the offseason is going to give a way bigger role, which means a guy like Aaron Wiggins, a guy like Isaiah Joe, a guy like...
Saw them not play,
right, like, they probably... There's a chance they're gone to fill up cap, because...
They're either gone or on the bench.
Because if they don't, they might be going in the second apron. Because if you want to extend Lou Dort, if you want to bring Lou Dort back... If you want to bring Isaiah Hartenstein back, and if you want to bring Caruso back. Those are the 3 names in the offseason that you have to decide if you want to bring back or not.
Lou Dort might be expendable at this point.
Yeah, he was horrible. He was unplayable.
Because like he's a great defender, and that's not going to be lost because they don't have as many big body defenders. Like because they all have a guard. So like Lou Dort, there would be a hole there. Lou Dort left.
Cason Wallace can fill that.
But I think Cason Wallace can do it well.
But
enough.
But Lou Dort is like one of the most physical defenders.
He's a big time defender. Like I can go like your wing, right? And so like that's kind of important. Whereas Cason Wallace would be better against like a guard. So. Something to think about. It's also a reason they might get rid of Caruso because like they have Cason Wallace there. So maybe they bring back Lou Dort, get rid of Caruso or something like that. You gotta bring Hartenstein back. Like no questions asked. He is the perfect fit there next to Chet. Like I said it when they got him. Like he needs to come back.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the way they use these guards and the way they set them up, And they gotta keep McCain, gotta keep Wallace, and I mean, who else do they have?
Who, the Thunder?
Yeah, there's guards like.
I mean, they have a ton of guards, bro.
McCain, Wallace,
AJ Mitchell,
which
he'll be staying.
Is he guard? Or is
Yeah,
he
he's a guard.
Small forward.
He's a guard. He's like, I mean, he's like 6'4".
Yeah.
He's just they're all big guards.
Yeah,
like, to be fair,
there.
they're all really big guards. So it's the same thing with the Spurs.
Yeah.
They all have a ton of big guards.
Let's get on the Spurs because we talked about the Thunder guards last week.
Yeah, you're right.
What a series from the Spurs! Like the way Stephon Castle plays basketball makes me smile.
Yeah.
That's
a great way to put it.
Same thing with Dylan Harper. Like Dylan Harper should not be a good NBA player, but he's amazing. Like,
yeah.
But he can't shoot. He can.
Yeah.
He's a solid passer. He can finish really well. But like he's like what 6'3", 6'2", can't shoot.
No, he's tall. He's like 6'5".
Really?
Yeah, he's big. He's big. Yeah.
But I mean, he's still like a point guard that can't shoot in the NBA today. Like, shouldn't be a thing.
Yeah, and he's also young, right? Like we were expecting development in his shooting because he has the shot, right? Like
he was good yesterday.
Exactly.
He was 2 for 3.
Yeah, we see the shot. Like in college, we saw the shot is like it looks good, right? But it's just not going in. So that can be developed on the NBA level. The vision can be developed, but like the pure just go to the basket like Stephon Castle and De'Aaron Fox. Like they're like, I called on. So I made a short. I don't know if you saw it.
No, I did not.
On James on the Mic, that was the Slash Brothers, is what I'm calling them, which is
That's
tough, right? Because like that's what they do. Like none of them can really shoot. They're not like De'Aaron Fox is probably the best shooter out of them, but like they still aren't like all plus shooters. Like they all just go to the basket and they're all quick and they're physical and they're fast and it's like it's really fun to watch.
Because Wemby can just shoot from 30.
That's also true.
Like,
yeah.
So like
he's better shooter than all three of them.
You need a shooter,
it's
like
crazy.
just give it to Wemby. Wemby can stretch the floor as much as you want. Like he can open up the paint, or you can throw it up to him and he can just dunk it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Like the value that like Keldon Johnson and Devin Vassell bring is so like undervalued or like overlooked because I think those guys actually do like they're the guys that are shooting you out of ruts, right? Like when you're watching the game and they're in a rut, you see Keldon Johnson 3, Devin Vassell 3, right?
Yeah.
A good defense by Devin Vassell there. Like that's so important. I think people overlook that because it's not as like sexy as Stephon Castle or Wemby, but I think those guys are so valuable, and that's the reason Keldon Johnson won 6th Man of the year. Like, those guys are very important to the team, and I think that needs to be seen because like they're not here without those guys. Like it's great on the outside, but like you need wings like that can shoot and that can play defense, and those guys fit perfectly in there. Like to where you don't even see them, you don't even know they're there.
Yeah, I also think that it's cool because Vassell's been there for 6 years, Keldon Johnson's been there for 7 years. Like they're the two longest tenured Spurs. Right, they weren't, and then this new guard comes in, and they decide, okay, we're gonna take a back seat, and we're just gonna fill a role. We're gonna play good defense, and we're gonna be able to shoot threes, and we're gonna be smart defenders, like all that kind of stuff, and that we're just gonna fill our role instead of Vassell, who was averaging like 20, 22, 23 points 2 years ago, right? Like there's different kind of things that I think is very impressive with the Spurs.
You overlook how stacked they are.
And it is the way they're coached, right?
Yeah.
Like it's the Greg Popovich coaching tree and Mitch Johnson. Was has been incredible in this playoffs. And that's just how they're wired. And they're all wired the same way. They all have the same goal. And they're, once again, another fun team to root for.
One thing to watch, I think, for the Spurs is like the way that OKC just smoked them whenever Wemby was off the court.
Yeah.
Like, consistently. Every time. And so the Knicks are going to do that too. Like, they are. Like, they're so much good enough to do that. Mm-hmm. So, that's going to be something to watch. Like, how much can you take Wemby out? Like, how do you use your timeouts now? Like, it's all very important. And Mitch Johnson needs to be able to handle that. And he did it well. Yeah. Like, at the end of this series. But
yeah, Game 7 was the one time I was like, okay, this is like the best I've seen Luke Cornett play for like genuinely 50 seconds. He played 50 seconds. He got like a chase down block. He played good defense, and he got a bucket. And he did like all that in 50 seconds, and then they just put Wemby back in the game because Wemby was in foul trouble. But like those kind of things, like also on the back of Luke Cornett, like how do you handle the Wemby minutes? But how does Luke Cornett fill in a role in the finals, right? Like he's been there before with the Celtics, so like he understands. He's been there. But yeah, I don't know. When Wemby's off the floor, when the best player in the world is off the floor, it's tough.
Yeah. So that's just something to watch, like because the Thunder were able to go on like those 12-0 runs in like a minute, right? Yeah. Like, you can't let that happen, and they didn't let that happen later on in the series. But like we saw that like Game 2, Game 3, when the Thunder were just beating them, like that was a problem.
Yeah, I think another thing is how do the young guards, and I should probably stop calling them young guards because they genuinely all look like veteran guards the way they play, but how do they handle the turnovers? Because Stephon Castle's turnovers were a problem at the beginning of this series. It got better, especially when De'Aaron Fox came back, because it was like he was able to take pressure off of him.
Fox important
Exactly,
right
for
right
sure.
now, at least.
Yeah, I don't know if it will be in like 2 years.
And Dylan Harper will fill that role at some point.
Yeah. But like Dylan Harper and Stephon Castle, they both struggle with some turnovers. So in the finals, that's something that I could see the Knicks exploit in a way, right? The Knicks did a really good job in the Sixers series and in the Cavs series. Not as much in the Hawks series, but in those two series, they did a great job of turning. Or sorry, who did I say? Sixers.
Yeah.
Who they
Sixers.
wait?
Yeah, they played the Sixers. They swept
Did
them.
they?
Yeah, they swept them. It took like a little
Oh
bit.
yeah, because Boston lost the Sixers. That's what
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about them, huh?
Sorry. Yeah. Sixers and Cavs series, they did a great job at turning them over, and that's not something that we saw from the Knicks, especially in the regular season. But like it's picking up in the playoffs because they're all playing like some dogs. So that'll be an interesting thing to see. I don't know how they're going to guard Wemby. Like I don't know what the strategy is. Like who do you think starts on Wemby? I have a guess.
I don't know.
Like game
Josh
one,
Hart?
who's matched? Yeah, that's what I would
Yeah,
guess.
like because you've seen like other teams have success at the smaller like wings against Wemby. You gotta give it a shot. You gotta throw everyone at him, right? I think Mitchell Robinson could be kind of important
He
there
will.
in times, but so you have to put him in. But like it'd be interesting to see how often they put him in, how do they utilize him, how much they give him the ball, and then like the Cavs were fouling Mitchell Robinson when he didn't have the ball because they were in the bonus. They would just shove him.
Valid.
And he would go to the line and miss. So, wow. Anyway, but yeah, Josh Hart I think gives you the best chance at least to throw me off his game a little bit.
Yeah, I just have no clue who's going to win this series. It's going to be fun though. So.
I think the Spurs will take care of him.
You think so?
I
think
got
it's.
Spurs like
I
5.
do think it's less like with the way the Knicks are playing.
Or Spurs
I
in
think
6.
it's less black and white than I think it was. Just saying like yeah, any West team beats the East team if it's not like the Celtics.
Well, if it was the
is what
Thunder
people are
versus Knicks,
saying.
I'd say Thunder at 5.
Oh yeah, no, I'd say that's it. I agree.
But I think it's Spurs in 6 here, which is crazy. The Spurs are about to win a championship.
Yeah. Or the Knicks. Like if either one wins a championship, it is crazy.
Yeah, well, the Knicks is like it's kind of time, but like the
I
Spurs,
guess,
bro,
but,
like, dude, they're just getting started.
Yeah, but like
The
from
Knicks made the conference finals last year. Like,
that's true. But I'm saying like
It's
from
time.
where they started, I never thought Jalen Brunson was going to be like the
Yeah, me
savior of New York.
Me neither.
It's crazy. So
He was a good player in Dallas.
yeah, but like
Crazy how good now Luka Doncic on your team can change how you play basketball.
yeah, for sure. Yep.
Yeah, that's about all we got for the NBA this week. 2 weeks from now, finals. We will be here talking about it for our final episode of season 6. Then it'll be football season, and that means LSU football is back, and that means we get to go to college game day.
Ooh.
That should be fun.
Yo, are we doing a live stream from college
Yeah,
game?
no, I'm just gonna have fun. Got some good shorts for you this week. Hope you enjoy them, and we'll see y'all in a couple weeks.
Peace.
Peace.